Accu-Stats Video Productions presents from the Executive West Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, the first annual Derby Classic. Along with my friend Grady Mathews, I'm Bill Incardona. Grady, this tournament has a certain amount of luster to it, unlike most of the tournaments we've been to this year. Can you explain that?
Well, I think the fact that it's an all-around, including banks, adds a certain prestige to it, and we have a great match coming up for our viewers right now. We've got John Brumback and Gary Spaeth. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about these two great bank pool players?
Well, Gary Spaeth, as everyone knows, is one of the best bank pool players in the world today. His reputation precedes him. Whenever he walks into an arena and they're playing bank pool, he's the man to beat. But this newcomer to the scene, John Brumback, everyone holds his game in high regard. He's really playing well right now, and I gave him a legitimate chance to beat Gary Spaeth because both of these players are playing excellent bank pool.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. This will be a championship match at the very difficult discipline of bank pool, and with these nice thoughts in mind, why don't we get right to it?
Well, I think we will. And in just a moment or two, we'll be in the booth. These players right now preparing to start the match. Gary Spaeth at the table practicing. He looks pretty good. Before we go into the booth, who do you like in this match?
Well, I think Gary's going to be a slight favorite, but if I were a betting man, which I am, I'd like somebody to offer me 6-5 on the money. I'd take it.
We'll talk about that in just a minute. We'll be right in the booth in about 30 seconds to get back to the match. Hey, Grady, you know, I was thinking about what you said about that 6-5. If someone wanted to lay you 6-5, well, I don't think I want to lay 6-5. I'm usually taking 6-5. You know what I'm saying? So why would I lay you 6-5? And if I did want to lay you 6-5, who would you take?
Well, I'd take John if I got the 6-5, because Gary's a slight favorite. But anyway, here we go. It's 9-ball banks, 3 out of 5. And I think everybody's enjoyed just a sterling bank pool play here this week. Now, this is a nice cross the side on the 2-ball. And, Billy, the bank pool players like to hit this with kind of a just above center ball and just hit it with some speed, just like that. Nicely done.
And that was a type of an angle that he had. He really couldn't do much with the cue ball. You know, you can play position in bank pool just like you play position in 9-ball, 1-pocket, and other games. And the player who plays position in bank pool and is able to hit the balls accurately is going to end up with winning the match.
Now he's going to go straight back with the 7 or try to. Ooh. Now, Billy, while we're talking, if the object ball strikes the near side, the near point of the side pocket and continues on to go in the corner, as in a shot that John just attempted, is that a good bank or not?
Are you saying that if the ball hits the point of the side pocket?
Yeah, not the far side, the near side. And then you know how it'll do that and just slide on down the rail and go in the pocket.
You know, I would have to say it would be good because it didn't hit another ball.
Okay, well, that's an interesting thing. I don't know. All right, here we go. Cross side with the 5-ball.
Gary Spaeth from Cincinnati, Ohio, regarded as one of the best, if not the best, bank pool player in the world.
Low right English here. Nicely done. Oh, that's pretty. That's not an easy shot. Now, I like straight back with the 1 or across the 4.
It's not an easy shot. You got that right. The first shot of the match for either one of these players is not going to be easy, and it's always nice to pocket the first ball you shoot. Straight back.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
It certainly is, and it's really beautiful to watch two quality, top-notch bank pool players play the game because bank pool players hit balls with more speed.
Oh, that they do. Now, this is the 4-ball bank. This is a nice shot here. He's got to hit inside the 7-ball.
He'll also hit this shot with some speed to shorten the angle.
Right. It's almost like there's a big trough here to make that ball. Watch how that goes in.
Wasn't that wonderful?
Oh, that's disgusting that somebody would bank that well.
Split the 4-inch pocket.
Oh, he's going to come straight back with the 7-ball now. Now, that's 3 in a row. Now, you got to be a little careful here if it's me. I don't want to give John Brumback the chance to run out on me if I happen to not make the 7-ball. So I might exercise a little caution with the cue ball. What do you think?
I totally agree, but when you bank as well as Gary Spaeth, you don't want to put too much emphasis in the cue ball. You want to make sure that you hit the object ball accurately.
Well, that's a quick 4. Playing for 1. Now he can cross. 3 across corner, I believe, and send the cue ball down to the end rail even here. Oh, he's going to go cross corner with the 6. Okay.
I like the 3. Excellent shot on the 3 because you take care of the 3. You put it in a position on the table that makes it hard for John to bank.
Well, maybe he doesn't have room to do that.
He certainly has come to the table thinking offensively, hasn't he?
Oh, sure, sure. Well, now this is an interesting shot because John, if he's inclined, can bank the 6 and play position on these 3 balls.
And he can reach it too. A left-handed player couldn't reach this shot.
Right.
So therefore, he could draw off the 6 ball, down table for position for the 3.
Oh, he'll go 2 rails here, I think, is a better way to play it.
Well, if he has more of an angle than I think, then he will go 2 rails. It's natural that way. Well, he's not playing position. Opted to just go for the bank.
Well,
now this is an interesting shot. Does it go one corner?
Yeah, it'll go one, corner. But he absolutely cannot control the cue ball here. He's got to draw it with some left-hand English, and oh, he's going to play it 3 in the corner. That's awfully nice. Awfully nice.
Awfully nice is right, and I don't think anyone could have done it any better than Gary Spaeth did in this first game of a race to 3. First game in a race to 3, Spaeth takes the early lead, 1 game to nothing.
And notice he left the cue ball on the stack there, which would have made it very difficult for John Brumback to make a bank.
Now, I spoke to Gary Spaeth yesterday. I met him in the hallway, and I asked him what he thought about John Brumback's bank pool game and if he's ever played him before. He said, man, he really plays well. I played him, he said, about a year ago. I gave him 8-7, and I never won a game. He said he never won a game. And that was last year. John Brumback is banking better this year.
Well, my experience has been that when guys ask me to play bank pool, if they're from Kentucky, Tennessee, or Chicago, I tell them no. If they're from New York or New England, I tell them yes.
Well, that's a pretty good rule of thumb.
All right, let's see what John can do. Gary owes one.
And the balls are positioned nicely for John. If he pockets the 8, he's got the 1 cross side.
Or the 5, yeah, but he'll play for the 1. Nice. The 5, I think, is what he'll end up shooting here since he ends. Hard to see the exact angle. But I think the 5 is a little more productive for him. Play position on the 6 here.
He kissed.
Well, I thought that the angle was such that that was a possibility.
Yeah, it looks like he lost his market a little bit after ending up in the position that he did. Lost his market for the 1. Looked like he was off angle and had to really stiffen it.
5 cross side here. The cue ball will go down between the 3 and the side rail, unless he draws it.
Funny things can happen on that particular shot. He was going to send the cue ball into a lot of traffic there. He could have scratched off one of those balls, but you gotta really concentrate on.
All right, this is going to be the 6 cross side. I find these hard to judge. But it takes a nice, accurate hit. That's nice. Good shot.
Yeah, that's a difficult bank because the speed of that particular shot has so much to do with the outcome of it and that particular angle that he had.
2 cross side, I think. Low left English here. No, he's going to hit it with a high ball. Good shot.
Well, I'll tell you, he's standing up pretty good after losing the first game 5-0.
Got to be careful here, though. Gary could run out on him if he.
Well, he's not worried about that. You see,
that's obvious.
He's definitely focused, and he's got a lot of confidence. Anytime you shoot a bank like that, with the balls positioned the way they are, you have to have a lot of confidence. A little high, and then now, in the meantime, Brumback comes back in game number 2, and he takes an early lead, 4 balls to -1.
Well, there's not much of a shot here. I'll tell you what I like here if I need 5 is making the 1 and putting the cue ball down on the end rail.
Well, that's not a bad shot at all, and the 1 will block the 7.
Especially if I bank like Gary Spaeth.
And if he puts the cue ball down by the upper left-hand corner, it's hard to play a safety.
He's playing this 3 in the corner. All right, now he has to just miss the bottom side of the 1 here.
This is a beautiful shot if he's executed. Oh, whoa!
Nice shot! Nice shot! Nice shot! Nice shot!
That's the insight of a world-class bank pool player like Gary Spaeth. He realized that shot was available. 99 out of 100 bank pool players would have passed that shot up.
Right. All right, he's playing the 3 cross corner. This is a tough shot on new cloth because the cue ball does not go 3 rails naturally anywhere. Possible to scratch 2 in the corner like this.
And he has done exactly. No, it looked like it veered out a little bit. Okay, that makes them even. John Brumback needs one ball. Spaeth needs them all.
Well.
And they're all out there for the taking. If John, you know, gets a little careless here, Gary can get right back in the game.
Well, as you suggested, he's playing with reckless abandon. I don't think he's even thinking safety very much. But I sure would here a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not leaving the cue ball down at the end with the other 4 balls. I'm going to use low left English and draw it below the side and then back up like that. Uh-oh.
No, a lot of, you know, a lot of unforeseen things could have possibly happened to have cost him there. My priority at that time, Grady, would be to reposition the balls on the table, create some congestion out there, put a couple balls in spots.
Out of play. If you get a couple balls out of play, then you shorten it up too much.
Yeah, we're talking about the premier bank pool player here in Gary Spaeth. You really can't allow the window to open up too much here.
Well, this is going to be the end of game number 1, or number 2, rather.
This is the electric chair bank that Danny DiLiberto was referring to yesterday. He said that if he could set up one bank, that if he missed it, he would go to the electric chair.
That'd be it.
That would be at a bank like that. So that's the.
Well, that's a nice way of phrasing it. We're going to have a look at that 2 rails cross corner that Gary Spaeth did just a moment ago. There it is.
By hitting it in the fashion that he did, the object ball took reverse spin because of he came across the ball.
We're tied up 1 game apiece.
Excellent shot.
That's a standard 1-pocket shot, but he did it from a very awkward angle.
Nice break there. Hit the ball solidly.
He's not going to make anything.
So important.
Well, he got away with it because there's not really a good shot here. The only shot I see is a 4 straight back, pretty much.
If he can reach it, and it looks like it's going to be pretty close if he can reach it comfortably. If he has to stretch too much, he's going to lose some accuracy. Look how far he's stretching. He's definitely going to lose accuracy on this shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really hard shot.
Had he been another 6 to 8 inches closer to the cue ball, where he could have comfortably bridged, and you know, he would have probably hit that with much more accuracy. Most likely would have pocketed the bank.
See, I like the 2 cross corner here, but of course I'm a 1-pocket player.
You know, you're going to go into the patch down here after shooting the 2 cross corner. Takes a lot of nerve, if you will, to shoot a ball like this.
Yeah, but this is a good shot. Low right English is what I like to use on it. Kind of turned the 2 ball into the pocket like, no, didn't quite get it in. Well, he got away a little bit. That could have ended up a lot worse.
Yes, he did. Considering the position of the balls on the table, the shot that he chose, after missing it, I feel that he should feel very fortunate not to have given up a better shot than what he's given up.
Sure. He's going to play the 7 cross corner.
Well, he's elevating, which indicates to me at least that he's trying to control the cue ball. More emphasis is put up now on the cue ball opposed to pocketing the bank.
Very close.
Now that's what the great bank pool players do well. They understand the importance of controlling the cue ball in situations where it warrants it.
He's going to play the 4 cross corner, right? It's a tough shot.
Tough shot is right, but the 1, 8, and 9, and also the 6 are kind of like tied up near the foot spot, so really he isn't really risking that much. If he happens to miss it.
Well, but look at the way he played it. He played the cue ball to go all the way down to the other end.
Okay, now the 7 goes cross side. The 2 goes cross corner. This is a good 1-pocket shot. This is a very common shot in 1 pocket. I know you're familiar with the 2 cross corner.
Of course, it's easier to see the angle at which to hit this 7 ball.
He likes the angle on this shot better, and you have to respect that. Okay, now what does he do? Does he go with the 2 straight back to the left?
Well, he doesn't have a full pocket for the 4 cross corner. The 2 blocks a bit of it. This is a shot I like here.
This bank is considered straight back. That's excellent speed.
Ooh.
That ball should have fallen. That was excellent speed. Even though you're shooting into a 4-inch pocket, he hit it with the correct speed, and the newness of the cloth keeps the spin on the object ball just enough to where it should have fallen. But
he's going to play the 4 cross side and control the cue ball. put the cue ball on the in rail.
Yeah, he played mostly cue ball there.
Yeah.
He should have.
Now, this has always fascinated me about bank pool. If you're one of the great bank pool players like Gary Spaeth, you can shoot at shots like this 6 ball.
I don't think there's much of a penalty here if he shoots to 6, because, like I said, you know, the 1, the 8, and the 9 are all kind of like tied up.
Well, the 9 goes cross side. I mean, you don't want to go forward with the cue ball. What do? Just try to stop it?
Well, here we go. 6 right back to his right. That's 2 shots he's hit pretty good. Neither one of them fell.
Awfully close. Well, these are toughened up pockets on these great diamond tables. H60 Simonis cloth. 19 tables in this tournament room. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, if it matters.
And take a look at that beautifully crafted diamond table. Coca-Cola wood. This table could grace any home. This is a beautifully crafted, beautiful table. Needless to mention that it plays about as well as any table can.
That it does. I don't see much of a shot here. He's playing something. Oh, the 8, 2 on the side.
2 on the side.
Well, I don't think that this is...
he has to have good control of the cue ball here. I thought that he did rather well on that particular shot.
Yeah, Gary's just going to play safe here. No reason to get cute. He just wants to figure out.
He should drag the cue ball to the right. That's an excellent shot. Now, the safety that John has isn't a good one. Had he left the cue ball on the left side of the table, all John would have had to do then was come off the 9, sending the cue ball 2 cushions, or the 6, sending the cue ball 2 cushions back up table. Now he's forcing John Brumback to do something difficult.
He's going to play the 3 ball right back under himself.
You sure he's not playing some sort of a safety here?
Well, maybe he is. All right, he played the 1. Well, look at this shot. We couldn't hear what he called.
Yeah, but notice where the cue ball went. Had he missed that shot, providing that the 1 ball would have left that end of the table.
Which it figured to with the speed he hit.
He would have probably walked away in fairly decent shape.
What's he trying to do here?
3 ball, maybe?
Yeah, that's what it looks like now. I didn't know he could see that much of it. Well, we're tied up at 1 game apiece and 1 ball apiece.
And Gary Spaeth invariably then will shoot to 3 cross corner.
Oh, sure.
This is a shot he loves to shoot. And he hits it with a lot of speed, which makes the shot look a lot better when it goes in and sounds much better.
And like it bends a little bit, too, going across corner.
And so, therefore, he feels that shot very well.
That's a pretty shot. Well, what do you like here, the 4-3 in the corner?
You're talking to a man that's going to play the cue ball 2 rails down table on the end cushion.
Okay. Well, you're right.
And the speed that he hit the shot with was pretty good. Only
boy,
about 2
is it
inches
tough
from
to
the
defeat a player like Gary Spaeth at banks when he strikes the bank shot so well and then has a good mind for the safety part of the game as well.
Spaeth leads in game number 3, 2 balls to 1. The match is tied up 1 game apiece.
And we have 2 balls out of play, the 2 and the 8 ball. And also the 4 and 5 don't bank comfortably across side at all either.
Actually, this is a pretty tough safety here. He may be better off just banking the 9 to his right, sending the cue ball 3 cushions around the table.
I don't know what he's doing here.
Oh, that was a good shot. He controlled the cue ball. That was the main part of that particular shot. You had to control the cue ball.
Now, this is a nice shot here. He's got to use low right English, kind of shorten it up a bit, and he's got to get the cue ball out of the way, too.
I don't think that the cue ball is going to come into play here, Grady. I think it's more of an angle.
But if you hit it a little too thick, it does come into play.
See, there's more of an angle. He had more of an angle than you could see from your vantage point.
Yep, you're right.
Cross side on the 6 here, but this shot here is...
Well, if I'm going to shoot this and I'm behind, or I feel good, I'm going to draw it into the 5.
Yeah, if it goes into the 4, you might scratch. But into the 5, you got a better shot at getting away with it. But I don't think he can. Can he hit the 5 here? He's going to be concerned about the cue ball here.
I don't know, maybe not. Well, he's got to worry about scratching off the 8 if he
There's a lot of balls you can scratch off of. Let's see now. He has the, I believe he has the 8 cross corner for sure. I don't know if he can bank the 4 cross side.
I think he's got to move the 6 a little to do that, and the cue ball hits the 6.
He could cross it and possibly do that, but he's opting to shoot the 8 cross corner. No, cross side.
Okay.
Now that puts him 3 balls to 1 in this game 3.
They can bank the 9 cross corner. I find that easier than shooting the 6 here. It's easier to see this.
Yeah, he can shorten this up also. He won't cross it, he'll shorten it.
Okay, 3 balls to 1. But now John Brumback has an excellent shot. 9 cross side here.
He should put all emphasis on pocketing the 9, but his position really isn't that probable on this shot. So therefore, everything which he did, he just concentrated on pocketing the 9 cross side. Wasn't able to put it down, but that was a good shot. He shot it correctly. There was no possible potential position on that particular shot, and he took advantage of that, but he didn't pocket the 9.
The 9 doesn't pass the 6 here, I don't think. He's got a 9-3 in the corner too, but he's not going to shoot that. A little rough to control the cue ball from this angle. He doesn't have much of a shot here.
He'll probably play the 9 to his left, but mostly just play a safety. Even if it doesn't pass the 6, sometimes balls find ways of getting through balls. So you might.
Now he's playing my shot, but 1 or 3 rails he can play it here. It's a pretty shot if you go 3 rails. Like this, but he didn't hit it hard enough anyway. Oh, now I don't know about this now, though.
Well, I don't know about that shot selection because he's leading in this particular game 3 balls to 1, and that ball is going to turn an awful lot coming off that second cushion, like we witnessed on the short end of the table when he played a twice cross corner.
Okay, what do we got here? 6 cross corner.
It's 3-2. It's 3-2. He wanted that badly, but
he's disappointed. He knows that should be about an 80% make for him.
Yeah, and I thought he let up on his stroke a little bit. Had he hit that with more stroke, a little more speed, I thought it would have shortened up where he wanted it, like he wanted it to.
Well, Gary's fortunate to get away with that. All right, 3 balls to 2 balls.
No, he'll hit this with speed.
Playing for 1.
These 2 players have a lot of similarities in their bank pool game. They both like to hit banks with speed, just like that.
All right, 2 games to 1, Gary Spaeth. Well, John can't say he didn't have a great chance there.
He certainly did. I thought that Gary was really benevolent in shooting that 9 ball 3 cushions. Or a lot of things could have gone wrong for him on that shot, and it did.
Prior to this tournament, a couple of days, there was a distressing rumor of my demise, and and you said you were delighted to see me alive here for about a minute, which I thought was kind of cute.
There was a rumor circling the country that Grady had passed away. And when I heard it, I was really shooken. I said, "Oh my, Grady!" I said, "Oh my!" I said, "What's going to happen to all the confrontations we had? I mean, no more of those." I said, "Oh, it can't be true." And then I saw him here at the Derby City Classic. When I walked in, I saw him, and I said, "Oh, I was relieved." And then I had an opportunity to look at him and touch him, and then I felt like, "Am I relieved or not?" I mean.
Oh, Gary inadvertently got a kiss there. Now look at this, Billy. Here's a great opportunity for John Brumback. Look at this. All these balls bank. There's nothing tied up. He's close to the 7 ball.
Yeah, he should definitely win this game.
And I started to say I like playing position for the 8 here.
Mm-hmm. He's gotten a little out of line on the 8. It's definitely.
Well, I hit this with a high ball and just go between the 2 and 4 like that. But he's getting a little careless there. That should be an easy shot.
With that high ball, it shortens up that bank a little bit, So.
Well, yeah, I played to overcut it a little bit.
Right, because he's cutting it and he's hitting it with a high ball. The 2 factors there that shorten up the bank.
Now look what he's looking at here. The 3 blocks a bit of the pocket. Yeah, I don't like that. This is a better shot.
Watch scratching up the 6 here. Boy, he's really hitting the balls well.
Yes, isn't he? Now he's got the 8 cross corner, and this is that shot that you suggested he excels at.
He certainly does.
And this is a big shot to be able to make with precision at bank pool, because you get a lot of these. And he makes it shorten up with speed and English and stroke. Oh, that's pretty.
It certainly is, and he's shot 3 of those so far, 2 in the match and 1 practicing. He's made all 3 of them.
The 2 ball?
Perfect angle, because it's an angle that suggests that you need to hit it with some speed to shorten it up, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
That's the way he wants to hit it anyway.
Right. He's really got to feel this table down perfectly.
That's discouraging to mere mortals like us. Cross corner with the 6, playing for 2, I believe. And then he also has that great sensitivity on shots like that, playing for 1. And I, for one, would suggest that this match is close to being over. Here's another shorten up. He'll bend it a bit.
I think he's going to roll this one, Grady, because he's leading 4 balls to 1. Well, that was wrong. I thought that he should have rolled that ball, because if he had missed it like he did, at least he would have stayed around the pocket making
the 1 was pretty much out of commission. No, that's one little factor. Okay, John needs all the balls.
John needs all the balls for sure, because he trails in the match 2 games to 1. If he loses this game, then he's going to have to probably buy back in the tournament if he opts to do that.
Oh, we didn't mention that, did we? That this is a buyback tournament, not the traditional double elimination. If you lose a match, you have the right to buy back until they get down to what, the last 8 players?
I don't know the rule there.
I believe that's what it is.
I was told earlier that you could buy back in at any level.
Oh, you used to play a pretty good game of banks, and I don't think I've seen you play a game of it in quite a few years.
Yeah, I enjoy playing bank pool. And when I was young, I did play a good game of bank pool. Matter of fact, I think that's the first game that you and I ever played together. It was,
I remember.
Was it in Norwalk or somewhere in California?
Norwalk, yeah, Charlie Milliken's place, yeah.
How long ago was that? Exactly?
Boy, that was when Frank McGowan won the tournament. I remember I beat you. I remember that. You would probably want to know.
Well, of course. Who didn't know that?
One of the few times. Now, I don't like moving this one if I'm Gary.
No, that's a last resort there. Or the 4.
Now, here's the difference. I would lag this. A bank pool player fires it.
Oh, he hit it with good speed.
Yeah, he's not going to leave anything.
No, he isn't. He hit it with good speed. Brumback needing all 3 balls on the table doesn't particularly care for the position of the balls. So if I was Brumback, what I would do, reposition the balls.
Well, how do you do that?
Well, that's the thing. You got to figure out a way to reposition the balls without giving up some sort of a shot. He knows if he pockets the 4.
Interestingly enough, he's got the same shot that Gary Spaeth made, the 4 ball, 2 rails cross corner. Yeah,
he does. He's going to reposition the cue ball down by the 1 here. And he did a fine job, by the way.
He sure did.
He hasn't left a shot, and that's exactly what he needed to do. Gary seems to be being a little bit of a
Well, I'd just make the 1 here and roll the ball over by the first diamond, the cue ball.
He's not going to make anything here. Look.
Well, all right, doesn't have to. But.
Well, John's just going to hit the 1 and just put it into the pocket. Or, I don't see any future coming down the table.
No, I don't either. What's he going to do, thin the 5 or the 4? There's no bank here. This, if he plays this cross corner, you can't do this here. Can't bridge it comfortably. It's new cloth. I mean, all of those things being considered, he hit it very well.
He certainly did. He had the security of the 1 ball almost in the pocket of the upper right-hand corner, figuring that that would help him stay out of the pocket with the cue ball. Perhaps that was enough incentive for him to shoot that shot.
I think he's playing this 3 in the side. And I think
or 4 in the corner.
Yeah, or 4 in the corner, yeah.
4 in the corner allows him to play more of a safety shot.
Well, look at this shot.
He hit it well, but not well enough. But he certainly did hit it well. Oh my, you got to take care of some of these balls. You got to reposition them somewhere.
Well, he's got to get some balls, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to make the one. If I was John, I would try to hit the one, but not pocket it. That's what I would do. Now Gary's in a spot because he pockets the one. John pockets the 4. So he can't afford to pocket the 1. So he's going to have to do something with the 5 ball here. If he pockets the 4, John will pocket the 1.
Right.
So he's got to shoot the 5.
And if he pockets the 1, he'll pocket the 4 or the 5. Yeah.
He's got to shoot the 5. So John,
and I wouldn't want to make it either.
He might scratch here if he hits it poorly with the kiss.
Very close.
Okay, John's got a shot straight back to his right.
But if I'm John, see, this isn't really what I want to do. I don't want to play one bank at a time. I want to get them all in play where if I get a shot, maybe I can run out.
Yeah, well, you have to have, Grady, the opportunity to do that. Right now, that doesn't present itself. So why not shoot the bank? Had he missed this bank, which he didn't, or which
no,
he
I wasn't suggesting he not play the bank. There is no shot here.
No, but Gary's quite comfortable just shooting the 5 ball around the table.
Yeah, right, of course.
Ball for ball here, needing 1 ball to win the match. John needs 3 balls to win this game to tie up the match.
2 on the side, he'll have to elevate the cue. Tough shot.
And he hit it with the good speed that he needed to hit it with, because had he missed the 5 ball, which he did, he wouldn't leave too much of a shot. If he hits it with a harder speed, then he's more apt to leave a return shot.
I wouldn't shoot at this, I don't think.
I don't think he can leave a return bank here, Grady. The 4 blocks the pocket across corner, and the 1 blocks the pocket straight back, or even 3 in a corner. So therefore, he's got a 2-railer in the lower right-hand corner here on the 5. That seems to be about what he has, or 2 in the side. He's going 2 in a corner. This is a pretty free shot, but he has to be concerned with the cue ball on this shot. He has to control the cue ball. Wow, what a shot. Look at how he hit that. He's hitting everything accurately.
Yeah, even the really tough off-angle ones, he's coming close. Well, I go for the corner hook here myself if I can get it. I maybe didn't have the angle to do that.
Well, once again, Gary just loves shooting ball for ball from this position.
Yeah.
You know, he'll hit this. He should hit this with not too much speed, but the angle that he has suggests at least that he has to hit it with some speed. Let's see what he does with it. I'm just kind of curious. Hit it with some speed. And once again, I think he's come out in pretty good shape.
Well, he leaves a shot here.
Yes, he did leave a shot. I didn't think it was going to do that. But
I like cross corner here myself.
Yep, evidently he likes cross corner also. This is going to shorten up quite a bit if he hits it with speed. It was shortened up too much. It was going to split the pocket, and all of a sudden.
4 in the corner.
You got to be careful here, 4 in the corner, of leaving a shot, because you got to do something with the cue ball. He may even opt to go 1 on the side. Four in the corner. He said 4 in the corner. And it looks like
this match is over. Nope, not quite.
My.
You believe
the 4-inch pockets, you know, I mean, if you miss it by this a little bit, you know, you're not going to get it.
Boy, this is rough for John Brumback. Needing all the balls, and they continue to playing 1 ball at a time.
Right. Well, Spaeth is controlling the game nicely. He's not allowing Brumback to have an opportunity to pocket 2 balls in 1 shot. Now, this is totally safe, this shot.
Yeah, sure is.
Nothing bad can happen to Spaeth on this shot. Nothing. Unless he hits it like that. And even then, you know, he hasn't left that much. Cross corner is very difficult. The type of a shot that if he hits it well, the cue ball then goes in the direction of the 4 ball, and then there's always that chance of scratching behind the 4 ball.
Right. Well, I wouldn't want to hit the 4 here. The shot's tough enough that I'm not going to risk trying to make the 4.
Nicely struck. Good stroke. Now he's forced once again. 2.
But now you have to take a chance. I like making the 5 here and putting the cue ball by the far left-hand corner.
I like repositioning the cue ball, regardless of which ball you shoot, on the short cushion.
Really?
Yeah, by that first diamond. You pocket the 5, you put the cue ball by this first diamond right here on the short cushion.
Okay.
Then what does he have? No, I don't like going up table because he gives him a free chance to win here. Now, he can shoot this 5 ball in either pocket. Had he put the cue ball on the short cushion near the first diamond, Spaeth walks to the table without a shot. Now he's given Spaeth a free shot at winning the match. John's got to bank the 5, even though he wants to pocket that 4 badly. He must bank the 5 here. Yeah. It's relatively free.
Now, I prefer to hit this a little thick if I miss it, not thin. That way the cue ball travels a little slower, and you control the object ball a bit better.
Well, he struck it nicely. Oh, it's gotten down to game ball here. John needs this ball to stay alive in the match at 2 games apiece. Spaeth needs this ball to win the match, 3 games to 1.
Oh, this is tough here. Really tough. Got to go up the table.
A lot of pressure out there for Spaeth because he certainly was in the driver's seat.
Look at this nice shot here. I mean, he's got a shot, but...
okay, well, what do you do here? You need 1 ball for the match.
Well, Gary's going to shoot it, and you have to put some speed on it because with this new cloth, we've already seen 2 or 3 of these missed. It rolls long.
Now, if you hit it softly, you're less likely to leave a return shot. But if you
can't win hardly.
But right, you cut your chances of winning in half. So what do? Do you opt to hit it with some speed?
Like this,
like this?
You're going to hit it with some speed. But I tell you, you risk losing the next shot, which that's what's going to happen here.
Right, but that's the trade-off. Is it worth it? I thought at that time it was because you can only win and you can't lose the match, and it's a shot that he's comfortable with.
Well, isn't this interesting? I think we're going to be knotted up 2 games apiece in a great match.
And the momentum has swung to Brumback.
Yes, hasn't it? And he's breaking.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There was 3 balls hanging. Brumback needed all 3. He got all 3, 1 at a time. Definitely.
But let's also mention that Gary came 3 different times within a half inch or so of pocketing the game-winning or the match-winning bank.
I tell you, Nick Varner hit the nail on the head when he said, "A race to 3, playing 9-ball bank, you're never out of it."
Oh, right, right.
John Brumback is certainly proof of that. Needing 3 balls to Gary's 1, needing 2 games to Gary's 1, you would figure that he was like in the electric chair himself. Here we go, 9 cross corner. If he opts to shoot the 9 cross corner, he's got the 8 cross corner. He's got the 3 cross corner.
I don't think he's got that kind of angle. I think that he's got to cut the 9 slightly to his right.
And if that's the case, then he can play position on either the 4 cross side or the 7 cross side.
Right. Well, I think he'll go all out to make this 9.
This is a big ball right here. Look how nicely the balls are positioned on the table for either player. This is a big shot. Hit it long. He hit it long, and he left Spaeth a shot on the 4 cross side.
I don't think he'll shoot that. I might be wrong. I think that's harder than the 3.
Oh, he's got the 3 cross corner, exactly. He's got the 3 cross corner, the 4 cross side, and the 1 cross corner. He's looking at the 4 cross side now. Now he's looking at the 1, now the 4.
Well, the 4 is tough. Those are very hard to judge. And when he cuts the 4 to his left, it puts English on it then.
How
hard you hit it determines just, well, he's going to play this, okay.
Cue ball should go 2 cushions in the direction of the 2.
It'll go around the 2 ball. Oh man, see what I mean? That's very difficult to judge.
If he brushes the 6, he's in trouble. He didn't brush the 6, so therefore he's kind of walk away from the table in reasonable shape here. And
well,
he
I would play
the 6.
safe here. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely would play safe. Yeah.
I'd hit the 8 out of there and just put the cue ball back about where it is. Or if you feel froggy, you can call the 8 cross side and hope it goes between the 3 and 5, which it probably won't.
Very interesting. 2 games apiece. The 3rd game for the match. Both players have had some sort of a shot to start their run with, but neither player had a real good shot. Neither player, once again, pocketed.
Well, I don't like what he did there. This is for a bank pool player. This 5 cross side is no particular problem usually.
He's got the 6 cross side, the 3 cross side. The 3 cross side is the ball he'll shoot.
Well, he can't shorten this up, I don't believe.
He's going to have to cross it. And I believe he's going to have to hit it with a medium speed.
Yeah.
If he crosses it and hits it too hard, it's going to come up short.
Exactly. That was just what I was thinking. But he doesn't want to follow it and go into the 1. I like maybe a just above center ball here. And
I also.
maybe you go into the 4 ball, right, with the cue ball?
Yeah, maybe in between the 4 and the 2. He's going high. He's going into the 1 here.
No, he's not going into the 1.
Oh, he went.
Now,
he
punched it. What you said is exactly.
He punched it. Yeah.
It laid exactly like that, Billy. That was a good call on your part.
Okay, now he can he can bank the 2 straight back. He's looking at the 8 cross corner. The balls are positioned fairly nicely on the table for both players.
Playing the 8 cross corner.
Cross corner. He's going to hit this softly. And he's pocketed the 8. He's got the first ball of game number 5, the deciding game.
5 ball straight back.
Short. He's hit it short. He's left the cross side on the 7. Brumback steps to the table, trailing in the 5th game, 1-0. Raised to 3. Trailing 1-0. Cross 7. Cross side with the 7. It's tied up.
Nice shot.
Game number 5 is tied up, 1 ball apiece. And
well, I like going into the 6 here, don't you, with the cue ball?
Yeah, definitely, because he's going to hit it with some speed. He's going to go into the 6. He's going to come up with some sort of a shot.
Well, he looks like he's using the high ball, and he's going to go to the side rail before the left-hand side pocket.
Yeah, it figures to run into the 4 here. Two to 1, favor of Brumback at the table. Has control of the table. Balls are positioned fairly well.
I don't blame him. I like this a little better too.
Much easier shot to judge.
Right, exactly.
Hit it with good pocket speed.
He's done that. Beautiful shot. And okay, 3 balls to 1. Now he has no shot.
3 to 1, but he's got a 2-ball lead.
Yeah, I think you make the 9 here and put the cue ball right in the middle of the end rail.
Even though he had a 3-ball lead in the deciding game, making the 9 was the correct shot because he really opens up the door if he shoots any other ball other than the 9. Even though he wants to protect his lead, now wasn't the time for him to do that.
Well, shooting the 4 ball here, if he doesn't make it, it could be the end of the match.
But Gary Spaeth, the player that throws caution to the wind, certainly is not going to be opposed to shooting this bank because he hits him so nicely.
Oh,
3 to 2, he's coming back. 1 cross corner.
And he's got a nice shot here too. I like using a little left English here.
A little left-hand English.
Well, on the new cloth, you have to make sure you don't get a kiss.
Yeah.
I actually think, like when I'm playing 1 pocket, if it's a little different angle, I prefer using the other English or no English.
Makes the pocket play larger.
Right, exactly.
A little bit of left-hand English. Grady says you can miss the kiss more often by applying. He can hardly reach this ball, Grady.
Yeah, it is tough to reach.
Yeah, he threw his stick at it, and it's not even going to get to the pocket.
Well, John's going to play the 3 cross side, and we'll see what happens.
Gary Spaeth, only about 5'7" or 8", has a distinct disadvantage in regard to reaching shots.
Boy, his father, Joey Spaeth, was a bulldog. He was a hard guy to beat.
No, he certainly was.
He was
know
smart.
Well, like you do. Yeah, he just was a grinding.
Used to carry that parrot with him. You remember?
Yeah.
Oh, he decided not to play it. Well, you know, I can't fault that. That's a smart shot with the 3-to-1 advantage in balls.
Well, he can expect to come back to the table.
3-2, I'm informed. I made a mistake on the ball count, excuse me.
Yeah, he can expect to come back to the table at the other end, shooting a tough shot. If not shooting a tough shot, playing another safety. Well, this is okay because Brumback wants to play this type of a game. He only has a 1-ball lead, but he wants to protect it even though it's only a 1-ball lead. So therefore, he's not opposed to congesting the balls at this end of the table.
And this is also the point in a match of this nature where, had you been receiving a 6-to-5 money odds advantage, you'd be looking to buy insurance.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be looking to buy insurance before the balls were broken.
This is going to be pretty if he does this.
Once again,
that's nice.
He has really come to play.
Well, this is what it's all about, 3 balls each. Now, you got to watch the scratch here. And elevating the cue makes this...
Cross corner is going, I think.
All right, cross corner is okay, but you got to be sure you get it short if you do that. You don't want to miss it long. See, make sure you hit it short.
Well,
like
he certainly took your advice on that particular shot.
Well, if he misses it long, it's all over. And meanwhile, this is tough.
Well, your prognosis, once again, very accurate. You take 6-to-5 in either player. Game number 5, both players need 2 balls to win the match.
Right.
2 in the corner. He hit this very well.
It went long a little bit, though.
Well, does he have room to bank the 6 underneath
he's got
him?
room. Got room.
Here we go. This is going to be a pretty shot. The 6-ball underneath him. Excellent view here on the monitor.
It is.
Shortened it up, and it looks like, it did fall. It did fall. Okay, Gary's in a similar position than he was last game, needing only 1 ball. Brumback needs them both, and one of the balls are hanging. This is a 3 in the side here. Or a safety, which you really can't fault him for playing safe.
You sure can't.
9 ball to his left.
Well, it's getting interesting.
He's calling the 9 ball to his left, straight back. He's got to hit this with good speed. He doesn't want to leave a return shot, and he wants to control the cue ball, too.
I tried to leave the cue ball right in the middle of the end rail here. Low right English. Just like that.
Excellent speed and good direction. Hit it pretty good, but not good enough. Spaeth steps to the table now with a shot to capture the match if he's able to pocket.
Well, this is the kind of bank shot I like to win a match because I'm a big coward anyway, and I can just shoot this pocket speed and lag it down here.
Exactly. You know? It's a free shot and one that you figure to hit well.
Yeah, because it's free.
Exactly.
If it's not free, I don't strike them so well. I hit a little too thin. Well, he's got a straight back here. A pretty good one.
Yes, he does. I like to shoot at this shot with a little bit of outside English.
I do too, but I'm not going to hit this hard or anything.
No.
He's got a nice natural angle.
By not hitting it hard and like half rolling it, you control the cue ball nicely.
Plus, you got to remember, if he makes it now, the cue ball will be relatively close to the 5, where with the right angle to play a decent safety.
He hit it with good speed, but he didn't cut it. He's really upset with himself for not shooting the shot as accurately as he felt that he could have.
Now Gary's got a cross corner here. Now he's got there's a few ways he can play this.
How about 3 in the corner here?
No, he's going to play a cross corner.
Okay.
But I don't like outside English here. I like no English or maybe a touch of right English. Right English.
Outside English sends him toward the direction of the lower right-hand corner.
Well, you can't control the cue ball very well on new cloth with outside English here. That's the shot I like, inside English.
No, it's come up short.
Yeah, but that's a good hit. Now 4 in the corner?
Yeah, 4 in the corner for sure. It carries just about a natural safety with it, providing that you can cut the ball enough to get the cue ball out of that area of the table.
I don't know if he can do that, though. I don't think it cuts it that much. We'll see here. That's what I mean. He's got to play that.
Yeah, I think he cuts it. He's got to cut this. He's got to cut it. He's going to hit it with a little bit of speed to get that cue ball out of there.
Well, he doesn't want to use any kind of high ball. That reacts unnaturally, and you cannot control the cue ball.
No, the high ball, the top spin he'll have on the cue ball.
He did everything he was supposed to. Could have been a little harder.
Yeah, he would have pocketed the 4 in the corner had he hit it a little harder.
It gives Gary a free shot here, pretty much. Well, not a totally free shot.
Yeah, but one that he really can't control the cue ball with. So he's going to have to go all out for the bank and totally disregard the cue ball here. Well, boy, he hit it nice.
This match is over.
And it looks like Spaeth has won this match.
I thought it was over.
It just came out. He hit it just about perfectly, and it looked like at the last instant it just came out on him.
This game is somewhat like playing billiards. You know how playing billiards you can come within 1/100th of an inch of hitting that ball. Of course, every time that's a funny story where they told Billy in Chicago, you viewers will get a kick out of this. Hey, there's a guy in here that'll give you a big spot playing billiards. And Billy says, really, where is he? Why don't you tell everybody what happened?
No, I mean, you started the story. You seem to be familiar with it.
I think it was Sang Lee, and he gave you, what, 35 going to 50?
Yeah, he could have given me 45 going to 50.
Is that right?
Oh, he just played a great game. He averaged like 4.
Yeah.
There it is. And
nice shot. Nice shot.
I'll tell you what, we really couldn't have asked for a better match than that, Grady. We saw a lot of offensive play. We saw Brumback come back from just about in a position where he couldn't win, and he came back and really made a contest out of it.
It really was a good match. Are we going to do an interview? Okay, we're going to do an interview momentarily, and we'll wait a little bit for Gary to make his way up here to us.
No, that's up to you, fellas. All right, we're going to do an interview on camera, like the interview that Grady and I did prior to the match beginning.
I might mention there were 138 combatants in the bank pool division of this tournament.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to try to get Gary to come on up, and then we're going to do an on-camera interview. A little more personable. I think that you people will enjoy getting to know the players better. The more we do it, the more you'll be familiar, the better you'll be familiar with the players. And Gary's working his way up now. We'll be right back in just a minute. Well, Gary, I'd like to congratulate you on this thrilling match and this win here against John Brumback, one of the best bank pool players in the world today, as you well know. And a question I really want to ask you is, in game number 4, after jumping out to a 4-1 lead or something like that, it came down to where you needed 1 ball for the match. Brumback needed 3 balls for the game and to tie up the match at 2 games apiece. All 3 balls were out of play, and I know you like that position.
I know.
What happened from there?
I'm thinking, how are you going to lose this game when you got all the balls in the pocket like that? And I mean, he's supposed to try to, I guess, try to get them balls out of the pocket and put them in play where they'll go. I'm thinking, I'm going to win this game for sure. And after I lost that game, I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to play this next game? I'm thinking, are you just going to fall apart? Please don't. Please, my dad's probably watching. He's been deceased for years, but he's probably still watching. And I just wanted to, to try to give it that 110% try like him. And really, I'm surprised that I came back and, because I kept on getting shots at the game ball. I shot the 4-2 in the corner, and I thought it was going to go, and it sort of hung up. And then I followed the 9 and banked that straight back the next game when I needed 1, and I thought that was going, and it didn't go. Very, very tight equipment. I haven't run 5 balls, I don't think, yet in the whole tournament. I've run 4 several times, but I haven't run 5 yet.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. In game number 5, when you both needed the 1 game to win the match, you fell behind 3-1 in that game. And I said to myself, Gary was leading in game number 4, 4 balls to 2. 4-1. Yeah, 4-1, then 4-2 when the balls were all out of position, and then losing that game, now falling behind 3-1. What's this guy made of? Is he going to come back or what?
I was hoping I could, but like I say, I was still thinking about that game before, and I'm thinking, man, I mean, you know, you got to keep your cool, you know. I mean, you're really not supposed to lose games like that, but you know, it happens, you know. I mean, especially when the balls are out of play like that, hanging in the pocket. But
that's exactly right. You're not supposed to lose games like that, but it does happen. Right. It's happened before, and it's going to happen again. Right. Fortunately for you, it didn't happen that time. Right. I mean, it did happen that time, but you won the match. That's what I'm saying, you know. Right. But in the meantime, you're still on the winner's side. You're playing well. I mean, you're really hitting the balls nicely. I know you feel confident because that certainly, you know, reflects in your play at the table.
Right. But before that match with him, I hadn't played really too many good players. I played Bill Staten, but that was when I played Johnny Brumback. That was the first game that I lost of the whole tournament. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. I mean, I told the guy I was with me, I said, man, I'd like to go through the whole tournament and just beat everybody 3-0. I mean, would that be awesome or what? But I lost, you know, a couple games to Johnny. I mean, he's a great player, you know, but I wanted to beat him 3-0 real bad, you know.
I can understand that. It's certainly a boost to your confidence. Not that you need it, but certainly is a boost to anyone's confidence to beat John Brumback 3 games to nothing. You feel like you probably had the tournament in the bag if you can do that.
Right.
But that didn't happen. But nevertheless, you played remarkably well out there.
Right. Like the, you know, I knew I was going to play in the Accu-Stat table, and I'm thinking, man, I really wanted to play good in that first game. I mean, I played like God almost the first game. I mean, I'm thinking, man, this is awesome. I'm on the team, you know, and playing, you know, that good, you know. But then at the end, I'm thinking, oh boy. But the first game was great when I banked the 6-ball 3 in the corner for the game ball for the first game. I mean, that was a great game. I'm glad I'm going to get a copy of this tape.
You certainly are, and I'm glad I'm going to get to watch it again and again and again, too, because I always learn something watching you play. Too much offense. Bring too much offense to the table. Once again, congratulations on this match here, and really good luck for the rest of the tournament, Gary. You played spectacularly.
Thank you, Mr. Incardona. Thank you.
Anyways, Gary, sit down for a second.
Okay, sorry.
This man is really an offensive player, as we can witness, as it was evidenced here, okay? Buy this tape by people out there and give Pat a call, 1-800-828-0397. We have a lot of great tapes in the inventory list. Ask for them. See you later.